What is happening, guys? It's Alan here from the Dangleberries, and today I have a brand new video for you where we'll be checking out this new Lesion trick that I previewed in my previous tips and tricks video. Now, I asked you guys if you wanted to see it, and ye absolutely smashed it with over 4,000 likes in that video. So thank you so much for that, guys. That was absolutely insane. Now, I was quite reluctant to put this as a new Lesion trick because it is possible that some of you guys have come across something like this while you're playing the game by accidentally throwing the goo mine down inside the floor. Now, I'm going to show you here how it works if you haven't seen the last video. Basically, if you attempt to shoot open the floor and place a goo mine down inside of it, it will not deploy. Now, there are a ton of locations on every map where there actually are places that you can place goo mines under the floor. I'm showing you some examples here on Border where you're able to open up the floor on top of metal staircase and place a goo mine down underneath it. Now, I'm sure some of you guys are going to be down in the comment section asking, why is this needed? What is the point in placing the goo mines under the floor? They're already invisible and very difficult to see. Well, by placing the goo mine under the floor, what it allows you to do is any enemies trying to drone out the objective or drone certain areas of the map will not notice the goo mine as it's down underneath the floor, and you'll be able to catch out an enemy who thinks that they're clear to push up, and they get hit by that goo mine and you can run out and get that easy pick. Now, of course, the same thing applies for someone like IQ, who's trying to use her ability to see those goo mines. She will be able to see them, of course, but they will be much harder to shoot under the floor as they would be when they're on the surface. Now, I do need to make it clear that the locations that I'm showing you are very specific, and the reason why they are deploying under the floor is that there are actually metal or different types of materials that allow the goo mine to deploy. As you can see from this example here on Armory, just inside the doorway, there is a small section of metal underneath the wooden floor. That is what allows the goo mine to deploy, so when you're watching through all the other spots that I have for you in this video, make sure to keep an eye that I'm placing them on top of materials that allow the goo mine to deploy. Now, I've made sure while looking for these goo mine locations that they're in places that are high traffic areas where enemies love to push to make their way to the objective. As you can see here from this example on East Staircase on Border, once again there is a small piece of metal framing underneath the wooden floor that allows you to put the goo mine down inside there and catch that enemy who's making that push up that stairs. Now, another thing to point out here, guys, and I'm sure a lot of people will be asking as well, is aren't you going to be making it more obvious by making a hole in the floor? Well, you might think that by watching the video, oh well, I can see the hole in the floor, I'm going to investigate and see what it is, but realistically in a gameplay situation, you're going to be more than likely checking for enemies who might be at the end of that 90-degree hallway or inside the doorway in front of you. Moving on over onto Skyscraper for some more key locations for goo mines: the geisha door, the main staircase, and of course the doorway coming up from Drum as well, and over on the work office side. These are all high traffic areas where placing a goo mine under the floor can be essential to slowing down the enemy's approach towards the objective. Now, the best thing about some of these locations are, especially at the top of staircases, is that it is very difficult for an IQ to destroy the goo mine or a drone to see it whatsoever. Now, of course, there's always going to be Thatcher, who would be the most likely operator that would be able to destroy these goo mines, but by placing them where they are now, it allows for a much better chance of the goo mine surviving and getting a hit on an enemy. Moving over onto Bank, and we have a few more key locations for goo mines here to show you as well. One at the top of the skylight staircase, just with that door coming in off the second floor balcony, and of course some of the doors leading in from the front office in towards the CEO objective room, and the doorway coming into the conference room. Moving over onto Chalet, guys, we have another couple of goo mine locations to show you here. One is located just off the west entrance doorway inside the kitchen hallway. Now there's a small beam that runs across the hallway where you're able to place the goo mine down inside in that one as well, which again is a very high traffic area for enemies. Now the next one is located upstairs in the master bedroom. Again, a lot of enemies trying to push here to get that hatch open. Right in front of the doorway there's a small beam that you were able to place the goo mine on and catch that enemy out, making that upstairs push. These next ones are just a few bonus spots located over on Coastline and on Hereford Base, two of which are located in the penthouse area and one in the VIP. And then of course on Hereford Base we have the second floor bathroom door leading outside. Now of course there are tons of other Lesion goo mine locations, and if you'd like to see more of this, let me know down in the comment section and I will put that together for you as well. So just before I let you go, guys, as I've said in previous videos, I stream over on Twitch every single day. So if you want to come over and say hello, the link to my Twitch channel is down in the description, and I'll be streaming a little bit later on tonight. Now, if you have a tip or trick that you would like to have featured in one of my videos, make sure to join up on my Discord. It is also located down in the description. Now, if you're new to the channel and want to keep up to date on everything that I'm doing, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when we upload our next video. And as always,